caused by a atmospheric blocking pattern. So it means that, these very high temperatures are concentrated over one particular area. And normally you have the jet stream, which is this fast, high-moving belt of wind, which moves these weather systems on. And it's not happening this time. So we've got, it's almost like a pressure cooker effect. You've got very, very, very high heat.
Founder and president of the Institute for Governance and Sustainable Development, Durwood Zaelke, joins us now from Washington, D.C. So Durwood, America's a big country, and as a longtime reporter there, I can't remember a single summer when there wasn't a heat wave somewhere that we would be reporting on, whether it was Atlanta or the Southwest. So in your view, from your particular expertise, what sets this one apart?
Well, I think what you're seeing is the beginning of the most dangerous pattern that climate change is causing. So heat becomes the killer. Heat becomes the devil we need to beat. And we're seeing, as the last expert pointed out, the changes in the jet stream, which are caused by the warming in the Arctic. So the Arctic controls so much of the global weather system, and it's warming at 3 times the global average. And as a result of that, it's melting the reflective sea ice, which lets more heat in, and that sets off a series of related feedbacks. And those feedbacks are self-reinforcing, where the Earth starts to warm itself and push us past different tipping points that are going to be irreversible and are going to cause tremendous pain and suffering around the world. The farmer you interviewed pointed out the damage to crops. We're going to have trouble feeding people. So you also have this dangerous situation where everyone rushes out to buy an air conditioner. Well, air conditioners cause more climate emissions, both because of the refrigerants that they have, the HFCs, very dangerous refrigerants, that are being phased out under the Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol, and then the energy used to run those air conditioners. So it gets hot, you buy an air conditioner, you add to the warming, and it gets hotter. You also have the problem of the urban heat island. So the cities are typically much hotter than the countryside because we concentrate heat there. And every time you use an air conditioner, you pull heat from inside a building and you push it to the outside. And we also don't have enough tree cover in the urban areas. Very important. And you'll see environmental justice questions too, because the poor in the cities will always suffer more. You'll hear the epidemiologists in the medical profession talk about top floor deaths. So in a building, usually the cheapest places in a walk-up will be on the top floor. That's always the hottest. That's where a lot of the old people and poor people live. And they're the ones who will die first in a heat wave.
So as we see these extreme weather events, do you think it's having any effect on all of those people who for such a long time wanted to ignore climate change or say that it was just something cyclical and something that was not man-made?
I've always thought that when the yogurt finally hit the fan and these people were splattered with that yogurt, in this case, hot yogurt, they would wake up and say, something is going on with the climate, and we need to take aggressive and immediate action to address it. That's beginning to happen, but there are still people who will say, well, it's an anomaly in the weather patterns. It only comes every several hundred years or more, and we'll suffer through this and we'll move on. But we won't move on. The world's going to get hotter. It's going to stay hotter. And if we don't slam on the brakes really quickly by cutting the short-lived super pollutants, that includes the HFCs, the methane, which is the biggest target right now. Got to get rid of methane, and black carbon soot, which also is an air pollutant that kills people. That's the fastest way to slow down warming. Remember, heat is the enemy we need to beat.
Thank you, Durwood, for that. Appreciate it.